Hello everyone, this is Zach from Trade VSA. So today this short video, would like to share with you 5 counters that I think they are getting better, okay, by looking into the overall setups combined with the market stages. Okay, so this video as well, I'm going to probably share with you how usually I use the market stages in order to show that I'm trading in something is in uptrend, probably sideways accumulation, but not in the downtrend or distribution. Right. So again, just a very quick explanation on how actually the market stages work. So this is the market stages indicators. So normally what I do is that again we want to look for green representing there is uptrend, which is representing the markup. Okay, red definitely is the downtrend. Okay, representing the stage 4 potentially, and gray. Now gray is something that slightly a bit confusing, especially for some members. Now, gray representing the weakening in the trend, or probably is a sideway. Now, for me, I've looked into uh, uh, use this information here to look in different way. Okay, sometimes the gray might be a potential pullback. Okay, again, you have to check on the background. So I'm going to explain that later on. All right. So by using this information here, we roughly know where is the momentum currently. Okay, for this particular stocks. Again, I'm not using market stages to help me to enter exit. Okay, I'm not using purely on market stages, but this is just for me to check, okay, what is the overall direction and the momentum on the particular trend. All right. So okay, I just want to do a quick disclaimer over here. This video here is not to ask you to buy or sell some stocks. All right. If you really want to enter a particular stock, make sure you study well. Okay, the counters, you have your own trading plan with you before you enter. Okay, this purpose of this video over here, just want to share with you what is most analysis and how we use it, okay, to give us a little bit of edge. Okay, now in these market stages as well, you'll notice there's different line. Again, we want to focus anything above the zero, which is green bar. All right, if let's say it touch the red colors, okay, this is normally the areas that I not really want to participate. Again, it's not to say that it cannot go up further, like for example in this area, right? Something can go up further, right? But just that, this is the area that maybe they got a chance of doing this pullback. Okay, it's very high. So that's why I prefer to enter somewhere between zero to green line. Okay, so this is the things that probably you can monitor. Again, if let's say given a choice, I would like to choose something green to zero to green line. Okay, of course, if let's say the chart provides some strength in that areas, then will be nice, okay, to look into. Okay, now let's look into 5 counters that I think they are slightly getting better with the market stages, and of course combination with Soundstream. Okay, now first of all, I got ALCOM over here today. Right, by the time doing this video, today is 13. Okay, 13 Jan, and around like 12 something over here. Market haven't closed yet, but so far they are turning to green Pentagon. Okay, so if you look into this overall market stages, again, we just draw the resistance and the support level. I think it's somewhere around here, right? So they are doing a pretty big round of reaccumulation. Okay, so if you look into this reaccumulation, this is the first big wash over here. There's lots of red touching the green line, so which means here itself come lots of sellers. Okay, lots of weakness in the area. So subsequently it turns back the green again, like a reversal. Like I say, pullback, gray can be a weakening or trend, or can be pullback depending on the background. And then subsequent hit resistance. Okay, but this resistance I don't really like it because why it come in up thrust. Okay, so which means that maybe the next round it hits, it will make another big pullbacks again, right? Because of the big resistance over there. But the good thing is in ALCOM over here, if you realize, this red zone over here is definitely getting smaller, okay, compared to the first one. So this is telling you that yes, this is a reaccumulation and the sellers probably is getting less and less. Okay, now of course we never know what is the closing for today, but I hope it turns to green Pentagon. So it means that potentially we got chance, okay, to hit certain resistance, probably around here. Okay, so there's my aim. Again, I'm not doing buy call here, just that I want to share with you what is the things I look for. Now against green Pentagon have to come in the right place. Okay, if let's say it's below 2040s and is below the downtrend market stages over here, this is a trade that you should avoid, even though it's in green Pentagon. Now let's say this green Pentagon just turned above 2040. If you realize also green Pentagon start to change already, sorry, the market stage start to change, then maybe this is a good area for you to consider, right? So another one over here, green pentagons, right, above 2040s and subsequent hits. Okay, here if you notice also the market stages also change, okay, to the green bar. Okay, so if you notice from this green pentagon to here, it hits 34%. From here to here, it hits around 22%. So if let's say, I don't know, for example, it hits again from this resistance, it also giving me around 20% of profit potentially. So by looking into weekly chart as well, so again, we look into daily and weekly chart here, pullbacks, low volume. Remember, I mentioned that if you are using weekly charts, right, this is the area that we want to look for the potential entry. Okay, so remember, we want to enter 0 to green, sound strength, best. Okay, if some of the masterclass student, I think you should able to spot the COC. If you're able to spot COC, type a comment below A for me, please. Okay, if no, type a B for me. Okay, for this ALCOM so that I know. So green pentagons moves up, pullback goes up, again up thrust here again. So it seems like they are very, very close with the 0 and the green line. All right. So this is how I look into it. Okay, if let's say you're looking for something long term. Now let's look into the second counters over here. We got SERNKOU. Okay, SERNKOU I think at the moment is turning the green pentagon and is very, very nice. Okay, overall. So if you look into the chart as well by using these market stages, I think the principle is still the same. The first one definitely is a big downtrend distribution. This is where that we don't want to participate. Even though yes, there is a green pentagon, okay, green pentagon below 2040s, and the market stages is below, okay, with lots of red bar, right? So when the market turns, okay, green market stages, and they are making several pullbacks, okay. So here, yes, even though it dropped below the 0 line, but if you notice, it didn't touch the green colors line, okay. So which means that it's weakening over the trend, but it's not as bad as here. Okay, so it turns again, make a pullback, turns again, makes a pullback, subsequently breaks up. Okay, now seems like today it turns back to green pentagon after a few days, right? Resting near 0 to green lines over here. Okay, so whether this one will move up higher to touch the red line, we don't know, but looks like the overall setup is pretty good. Okay, at the moment for SERNKOU. So weekly chart wise, I think they are showing the same information over here. So you can see the first one rate, second, okay, the rate is getting smaller. This is telling you that yes, maybe the wash is over. Okay, maybe the weakening of trend is over, and they are trying to go into certain resistance. Okay, so looking back into daily charts over here, the previous green pentagon. Okay, it dropped back. It didn't successfully cross. Now this is the one that it crossing back with green pentagon in the background. Okay, from here to here, 20%. Okay, so hopefully it will hit certain resistance again. The next resistance I think they will try is somewhere around the UT areas. So let's see how it goes. Okay, hopefully it will make a little bit of pullbacks more before it continue to ride on the trend. Okay, now let's go into RESINTEC. Okay, RESINTEC I didn't really focus recently, but looks like it trading near to the 0 and the green line. Okay, so we have uptrust over here. So as I mentioned, whenever you got uptrust, you got resistance. Okay, so wait for them to make a pullback. Like ALCOM also, if you realize the first chart we discussed just now, it also makes some pullback. Okay, so sorry, you expect some pullback. Okay, whenever it hits the resistance. Okay, so here example uptrust pullback. If you notice, the market stages is resting between the 0 and green. Okay, now the next thing is that I'm not sure whether it turns to sound strength or not, but in this case here it didn't fail us, right? I think it turns to some sound strength around this area, right? So here is the one that I'm expecting, okay, to look for, I don't know, maybe a NS test spring, okay, in this area over here. So by looking into this weekly charting, RESINTEC overall still in a big uptrend over here. So from the initial green pentagon to now 200% okay, so this is based on weekly chart. Okay, now another two more counters that I'm going to highlight. This is stocks that if you have following us, okay, this is one few of the counters that we have discussed as well. Big one, okay, and then slowly change, pull back here, okay, and a big trend's coming. Okay, so this is the one that it touched the red line in the market stages and subsequently make a big pullbacks again. But this round, if you realize the market stages, okay, didn't hit the green line, okay, unlike previously. Okay, so chances for them to build a support is very good. And at the moment, I think they are still kind of like resting near to zero and green line, okay, based on the market stages indicators. Okay, so weekly chart still the same things. We have green pentagons building around the NS area. Okay, so the weekly chart, of course, today is Thursday. Okay, still trading within the zero and green line based on the market stages indicator. Okay, so now last one before we close is COCOALAND. Okay, COCOALAND as well. Similar IPMUDA, it hits the yellow line. Okay, haven't reached the red color line yet. Okay, so this is why I think the momentum is still there. So looking into left hand side over here, previously we got a big rates wash, market pushback. Okay, yes, here's another one, but it's only few bar, right? It's only few bar that dropped below zero line and didn't touch the green colors line. So maybe the distribution is not that heavy. Okay, they're pushing it back, and seems like we got a three bar over here, including today. Of course, today haven't closed yet. Seems like they are trading within the zero and green line. Okay, so again, I'm not sure whether we'll see sound strength or not. Okay, hopefully we'll see more sound strength, just like for example, RESINTEC earlier on, right? We got this area with NS. So this is the area that we want to look for more sound strength close to support. Okay, now the moment COCOALAND have a T signals, okay, have test signals. But again, we need to see the closing of today, right? So let's see how it goes. Okay, if let's say there's any changes in terms of the chart setups over here, I'll definitely give an updates. All right. So if you like this video, if you enjoy this kind of tutorial, make sure you click the like buttons and subscribe to the channels.